Written in these walls are the stories that I can't explain. I leave my heart open, but it stays right here empty for days. She told me in the morning she don't feel the same about us in her bones. It seems to me that when I die, these words will be written on my stone. And I'll be gone, gone tonight. The ground beneath my feet is open wide. The way that I've been holding on too tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life, written on these walls are the colors that I can't change. Leave my heart open, but it stays right here in its cage. I know that in the morning now I see us in the light upon a hill. Although I am broken, my heart is untamed still. And I'll be gone, gone tonight. The fire beneath my feet is burning bright. The way that I've been holding on so tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. And I've been waiting for this time to come around. But baby, running after you is like chasing the clouds. The story of my life, I take her home.
Good morning, grasshoppers.
Warm in time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her hope. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life, the story of my life.
4 days without streaming. Only 4 days without streaming. And we're not going to miss a beat from here on out. Going for 30 for 30. And we have a time change coming up next week. It will be rather eventful. We will be streaming 1 hour earlier thanks to the time change. Starting on November 9th. Can we catch up? Laura Tov, 1977. Yes, I did extend it to 9 rounds because I had some technical difficulties. Yeah. I did. Iceland Air, an amazing airline. Great package included. Seeing the Golden Circle Tour, the Sky Lagoon, The Northern Lights, Reykjavik excursions, took care of us nicely. I'll be streaming that. Visit to Fisher's Grave on Monday. Reykjavik excursions should have an excursion to Fisher's Grave at least once a month. They're really not set up to have more than a couple of people coming. But at least we're back. And I will lengthen the tournament for anyone who wishes to. We'll give a couple of simul's after this. I will run at least one simul. We'll run my grandson to school. And we'll see what happens. Well, that was fascinating. Not sure what my opponent was up to there.
Bricking.
Thanks for
Takes. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see
Shaken,
if
not stirred.
his counter gambit worked. We'll know in just a moment.
Lane guy's empty.
said. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat bots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best, flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to Streamrise. Are you?
We got an ad. Check first. Is he threatening to castle? We'll find out. Knight to d6 or queen takes b5. Let's do queen takes b5 first. Trying to stop this knight from entering the fray. Then we'll dance. We'll dance, my friend. Yes, we will. Oh, I forgot. My bishop isn't on that diagonal. That is tricky. This looks like it should be a free Cadogan, because he pinned his own knight. Was rook takes better? Queen takes. Definitely looks like he's up for a hike. A nice successful first game back. Let's check our GTO strategy, because we're going to hopefully pound out the remainder of the GTO on this November 1st. We should have 101 B4, so I know it's working on it. So we need, let's do a quick rundown here. I need 90 A4s. $99, and H4 we need 93. Alright, chances are we're not going to get all of these in. But we will finish off one of them today. E4, B5 is the natural move, and that's the move I should have played later as well. D5, capture. Again, probably B5 was probably best, but F4? Did not consider it. And knight A5 was certainly a mistake. D4. Didn't like my D4 idea, eh? My D4 idea really pounded the daylights out of him. Yes, he should have captured. I captured. He captures. I'm embarrassed. No doubt about it. King F7 was necessary. Knight to D5. Yes. Knight to D5 and knight takes E7. But we recovered nicely.
Darkblade.
Hello there. Hello.
Good morning, Darkblade. We are back. The internet did not work that well for me in Sophos. I will make another attempt of it as an IRL streamer. We're going to have to practice before we get there. We're going to have to practice our chess IRL streaming in all conditions. One of the tricky, unfortunate parts, Darkblade, is that I have a router that works really well here in the United States. But because it doesn't work that well in Europe, or at least it doesn't work with any American SIM cards for data only. Powerful router. I didn't take it with me. It was in my Go bag, which I did not take with me. And I regretted that because it also had my swimming trunks in it. So if I was going to the Sky Lagoon, having my swimming trunks here in New York City in my Go bag did not work. So I'm going to have to find some things today before I can do that again. We're going to do a feverish amount of streaming.
Richard Smith.
Said. Hello John, hope you're well.
Good morning, Richard. I'm doing very okay. Happy to be back. Grandson sleeping in the next room.
Said. Friendly tip, consider finding an offer for unlimited data in a local internet service provider company.
Exactly. I believe that Orange in Europe is the provider for, at least for France, but I did not see an Orange when I went to London. So there must be a similar company in London that provides unlimited data, or a powerful data company. I'm willing to pay for 10 gigabytes of data. Unlimited data is pretty unheard of, but it's possible. At the speeds that I want to stream at anyway. At the quality that I want to stream at. You're still a little bit limited by regions. Oh no, not Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, the well-heeled king, who has been streaming my events in my absence. Where are you, Mike? Uh-oh, Mike is having some technical difficulties with his stream, it looks like.
Richard Smith.
Said. Nice to hear. I played the first competitive game for about 6 months last week, ended up playing a 9 CPL game and beating someone who only made 3 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes and 0 blunders. Was happy.
Wow. Were you playing Hans Niemann? Ye gats. I didn't like chess.com's broadcast yesterday. I think they posted a YouTube video on admitting their faults in the lack of confidence streaming scandal. Yeah, my PC hadn't been turned on in
Darkblade.
Said. The audio got cut off by the way.
Oh no. Well, I was talking about having PC difficulties this morning.
Richard Smith.
Said. I think that the whole debacle was an L for chess personally, but it is what it is. Every game is being decimated by programs at present, even esports gaming.
I don't know if it was an L. It was an awkward WL. That's for sure. We got a lot of publicity out of it. Almost everyone knows our student's name,
Richard Smith.
Hans Niemann.
Said. Given the current predicaments in global affairs, though chess isn't worth getting up over for me. D.
Indeed. Things could always be worse. Chess could be a religion, and we'd have to go to war over it. That would suck.
Darkblade.
Said. Well, when AI surpasses humanity, we will be decimated on literally everything.
Richard Smith.
Let's see the game that...
LOL.
Let's take a look at this game briefly. Loratov
Richard
versus the well-heeled king. Richard Smith and the name of Kaiser. Yeah, exactly. I was noting that when I was in Iceland, you know, at some point when the Christian forces came in, the main guy thought about it for a couple of days and just said, okay, sounds good. Christianity, fine. We're not going to fight it. I'm not sure why we are guarding this when we can capture. And I do know that pawn takes could be a trouble with pawn takes, queen h4 check, but we have bishop g3, and anything that captures here is going to be met by queen captures as well. Bishop captures, knight out, castle's queenside. It'll just be another chess game, yeah? Right now the material's equal, so we'll be up a pawn after bishop takes f4. Grab that computer analysis real quick. So in any event, bishop e2, perhaps. We also might have the ever so embarrassing queen to a5 check. We could have c5. Queen to a4 check. Yeah, there's quite a number of moves in this particular position. I don't know which one I'd go for. In any event. B4 is a little extreme. We need to finish our development before we continue playing this game. Must finish the development before playing this game. Queen to d3, rook to c1.
I imagine that even nc3 is playable as well.
Right? Knight c3 on instead of bishop e2, exactly. Just develop your pieces. But this looks awkward. 3 in a row like checkers. Yeah. I don't get upset about those mistakes because I understand that I don't know how my opponent's pieces move. If I were to play that type of mistake, it is usually due to lack of sleep, or a fast move, or I'm playing on my phone. And there are plenty of things to blame other than myself. But in the long run, I need only look inward at trying to understand how the opponent's pieces move. One of the great things about studying endgames, and I said this in a controversial primary reason people should be studying endgames, or people should study endgames in general, and in order to learn the powers of the pieces interacting with each other, in order to learn the properties and the values of the pieces working together. Yes, Richard Smith, speaking for himself, perhaps arrogance. Yep, we failed to give credit to the opponent's ideas. What's the opponent's big idea is probably the number one mistake when considering an opponent's move. And now black is nearly losing, right? Queen takes g1 would have been a far harder move to meet. Getting on to Siberia. Where are you from, Richard? I think we've talked before, but my memory is failing me. We are down a lot of material here as white. Our opponent has 7 pawns. That's a good move. Also good was the fact that I thought he could just move his knight almost anywhere.
I'll give you a clue. I'm Ricky.
You're Ricky? Oh, Richie, Arsenal fan. How are you, man? I should have a custom command set aside for you, Arsenal fan. Great to see you, Richard. No, the name was so familiar. I'm like, it's just that your voice has changed. Maybe when you reach puberty. But what in the world is going on here? Johnny Showtime. Welcome.
Jung Ho TV.
I am a P-Day trainer.
Shaken, not stirred.
10 hype review, 10 hype review, 10 hype review, 10 hype.
Richard Smith.
Said. I'm good, thanks. I'm effervescent from interaction with a great human being.
Thank you for being here and for following Jung Ho TV.
Said. I can't hear the stream, lol.
Johnny Showtime.
Said.
You can't hear the stream. Let's find out if it's just you.
Said. Review 10 hype review 10 hype review 10 hype review 10 hype.
Johnny Showtime.
1 second.
Thanks for following.
Jung Ho TV.
Thanks for following.
Johnny Showtime.
Said. Now I hear it.
Okay, good. I was about to open up the echo chamber.
Jung Ho TV.
Said. Now I hear the stream.
Johnny
We're entering E4 with E5 for a short period of time.
It's showtime, baby.
Darkblade, did we give Johnny Showtime a shout out? I believe I gave everybody an EXP. I'll give everybody an about, just in case. Alright. I'm going to play Martin Lockhander's defense.
Richard Smith.
Said. Classy.
Johnny Showtime.
Do I just continue playing? I'm just going to continue
Already
playing in full.
because I don't know that hat is.
Jung Ho TV.
Said. Pro chess player.
Going to continue.
Johnny Showtime.
Said. National Master.
What was that? Something fell. Oh, good. There was nothing serious that fell. National Master. Yes. G'day, trainer.
Johnny
National
Showtime.
Master.
Said. So not exactly a pro but defiantly good.
Definitely good, yeah.
Jung Ho TV.
Said. Johnny Showtime, you can learn from him.
Is this going to cause me no end of
Johnny
consternation?
Showtime.
Said. At 5:30 in the morning I want to learn much.
Jung Ho TV.
At 5:30 in the morning.
LMAO.
It looks like I'm giving back the pawn, but let's just pretend. Like this is all part of the plan. Just all part of the plan, folks. Nothing to see here.
Richard Smith.
Said. John is a professional by definition.
It is true that I get to do what I love doing for a living.
Said. It's 6 now.
And now for something completely different. Should I continue to bother him? First things first. Let's see what he's going to do with his overstretched pawns here.
Said. I can only play Karokin Italian game variants and many different Perk Kings Indian and modern lines.
Fascinatingly enough, the pieces move exactly the same, regardless of the names of the openings. Regardless
Johnny
of
Showtime.
what's happening.
Said. Is the stream laggy for you?
Richard
It could
Smith.
be. I haven't been streaming in days.
Seems like Johnny can only do a heck of a lot more than me. LOL, I spent half an hour on move 3 in my last tournament.
Let's pause syncing my OneDrive in the background. How about that?
Johnny Showtime.
Said. The audio died again for me though.
I'm sorry to hear that. You might need to refresh. I'm hoping that it's not me. I won't say that it's not me. I'm hoping that it's you. It's like a relationship problem. Everyone has relationship problems. Alright, so he's playing, we need to keep everything under wraps. The best we can.
Jung Ho TV.
Said. Is there different chats?
There are.
Johnny Showtime.
Said. Richard Smith, I am rated 800. I don't know enough to think for 30 minutes on any move.
Richard Smith.
Said. It's not me, it's you, John MacArthur 2023.
Alright, he got his pawn back. Sylvie. Let's just keep up the threats as best we can, despite the weakness of our back rank. He didn't get all of his pawns back, but he's going to get the b7 pawn as well. There is no doubt in my mind.
Johnny Showtime.
Said. Am I the only one that is having stream malfunctions?
Jung Ho TV.
Said.
Yes.
Yeah, no audio for me.
That's not
Johnny
good.
Showtime.
Sorry to hear that.
Said. YouTube.
Can I force some simplification here? Pretty please.
Richard Smith.
Said. Well, welcome to the chess community, Johnny. Hopefully you achieve
Orc.
what you set out to. This is a great environment to learn, and John is a great human being.
Aww.
Jungho TV.
Said. Now audio is working.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. We're gonna have to win this game with a pawn majority on this side of the board. And now for something completely different. His knight's come somewhat dominated.
Jungho TV.
Said. To John S.
Two Johns.
Said. LMAO.
Can I go in that direction?
Said. Johnny Showtime.
I am trying to go in that direction.
Showtime TV.
Said. OMG, much better on YouTube.
Much better, yeah.
TV.
Said. Twitch ISNT working for you.
Showtime TV.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Said.
It is possible that it's a Twitch problem if all the other stuff has... Thank you for the YouTube subscriptions. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a number of... Actually, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do anything today, actually, stream-wise, and that way I'll get it done. I need to close my window. The Arctic air has followed me to New York City. So let's see, we need 93 H4s, 99 B4s. So we're way overdue for an H4. Maybe I can get it down to 90 H4s. There's something going funny stream.
Showtime
Refreshing.
TV.
Said. Overdue for the Bong Cloud.
Jungho Yi.
Said. Lol.
Overdue for a bomb cloud? You know, that is true. I've gotten my share of bomb clouds in, though.
Showtime TV.
Alright, looks like we're playing an Alakine.
There you are, you.
See if we can sneak up on the E5 pawn.
Said. Let me see some hyper-aggressive gambits.
Showtime
I
TV.
do gambit time and space.
Those are always fun to watch for newer players. D.
That is the primary gambit idea for me. Is gambiting time and space. Gambiting time and space, ladies and gentlemen. Just another gambit.
Richard Smith.
Said. I better head off. Have a lovely day all.
Richie, I hope the little one... How old is she now? I hope the little one is doing well.
Showtime
It's great to
TV.
see you.
Said.
Thank you, Richard.
Only gambits I know are the
Thank you,
Scott
Richie.
Evans gambit because I play the Italian game mostly as white. I get those quite frequently.
Richard Smith.
Said.
Can I?
Franco Gambit is worth learning too if you have time. Showtime TV.
Can I fix this pawn?
Said.
King's Gambit-esque?
Fantastic tie.
You are welcome, sir. It is great, great, great to have you back, man. For those of you that don't know, Arsenal fan Richie, he was streaming primarily during COVID along with me. Shout out our
Showtime TV.
Said. Although I have leaned more towards c3 in the Italian game instead of the Evans Gambit.
Showtime TV.
Said. c3 usually leads me to more victories.
Pegasus Sway.
Said. Hedgson missed the start time. We switched to winter time on the night between Saturday and Sunday in Sweden.
Now, for something relatively different, my rook is going to be trapped. This is not good. H5. Time trouble. What do I have up that is causing an issue? Let's close some things.
Showtime TV.
Said.
World clock.
At 800 the difference between the mainline and Evans in the Italian game doesn't matter, but for whatever reason I play better with c3. I guess cause it I understand the theory subconsciously more.
Showtime TV.
Said. I think.
Now my rook gets to the 7th rank. Uh-oh. I lost horribly there. Wow, can you believe how horribly I lost that game? Rook to d1 check, knight to g4 check, knight takes f2 check. I lost this game so horribly. I'm lucky to be alive. And is knight c5 an issue? I don't know. And he's the one who loses on time. That's crazy. Is 9 rounds enough? 9 rounds turned out to be enough for me to get back into the mix, but Loratov 1977 has a firm grip on first place.
Mute.
No, there seems to be some issues. Some issues on Twitch.
Showtime TV.
Said. But you win on time.
Yeah, there are some issues on Twitch. So we know the mic is working. I'm going to have to refresh. There's no doubt in my mind I'm going to have to refresh.
Said. Play the cow.
Maybe reboot, maybe check for Windows updates. After all, my computer has not been on. I would love to play the cow, but I would only do that for Anna Cramling, probably. I'm willing to wager, as much as I don't know that we've ever met in person, Showtime TV, that neither of us are as young, energetic, enthusiastic, and remember, I'm including myself in this. Neither of us are probably as attractive.
Showtime
Bull.
TV.
Said. Gotham chess play Anna using the cow.
In fact, I think that they did that in Paris, didn't they? In the Luxembourg Gardens. I was there. Up.
Past Themesh.
Said. Dang, sorry, was watching Twitch and couldn't hear you, but glad I came over here so I could.
Past the match. I'm sorry to say. Did we
Showtime
play?
TV.
Said. I am not entirely sure.
No, I believe that was where she showed it to if I can get out of this mess. And I'm going to restart my computer, check Windows updates. After all, my computer has not been on for 5 days. Since last Friday.
Showtime TV.
Said. But I do believe Anna missed AM8 in 1.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh no, did they play on stream as well? Yes?
Showtime TV.
Said. And they were laughing about it.
Alright.
Ronald
Indeed.
Hires.
Said. Better here on YouTube.
Indeed. Well, at least as long as it's holding up.
Showtime
Alexa, turn on Dojo.
It keeps refreshing here on YouTube.
TV. Showtime TV.
Said. Like every few seconds.
Well, that Alexa call out was...
Said. But I can hear.
Showtime TV.
Said. Might be a bitrate problem.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. Basically, I could restart the stream with some hourly bullet, some GTO, or I could just continue going from here. Let's just see what we need. So over here, I should have 101 B4, so it has caught up to a certain extent. I need only one more 9H4. I mean,
Showtime TV.
one more H4.
What bitrate are you using?
I think it's set to auto-adjust in the Streamlabs, but I probably should ask it. At the moment, it says that I am at 59 frames per second and 2440 KB. So I'm at half-mast, as it turns out, with my internet. Because I usually have much better than that. I have a monster internet. Monster internet. So I should not be experiencing these problems. I'm going to send you over,
Showtime TV.
perhaps briefly.
Said. I think you need a higher bitrate.
Oh, I definitely need a higher bitrate, but I know that it's set to auto, and if 2400
Showtime TV.
KB is what I can get.
4K bitrate doing 1080 at 60 FPS.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ron Hay in the chat just a little while ago. I'm going to give Ron a quick shout out, as he was playing in the tournament, I believe. We can also do some study on this one while we're at it. H4, best reply is D5, it appears, but C5 looks like it could be embarrassing as well. Statistics-wise. And then E4. D5 is the most popular. C5 is not, according to Stockfish, the best. I like the idea of knight f6 myself, but am I really going to play D4? I would probably go for C4 against knight f6. We can work out this opening here. The Kadas opening.
Showtime TV.
Said. Google says you should be using 38K cause I'm receiving 720p 60 FPS.
And I don't really need 60 frames per second, right? That's what I really should be adjusting. Thank you for the help. Showtime. Wish I could make you a VIP on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't, or have not yet mastered my YouTube moderation skills. Just yet. But I have been in Iceland for the last 4 days. Got there Saturday morning. Flew back last night. When did I actually climb back into this opening? At all? If ever?
Showtime.
Said, it's all.
Thanks, buddy. So bishop takes a3, rook on f to e8, queen takes d7, knight takes d7 would have been better, bishop to b4, and I have finally achieved equality on move number 18. And then I lost. Believe it or not, I lost the entire game here with rook a7. My opponent didn't look at rook to d1 check. I don't know why he didn't look at rook to d1 check. That would have been obliteration station. I wasn't entirely positive that he should go in that direction either.
Showtime TV.
Said, so how old do you think I am, since you were talking about me not being as pretty as I used to?
No, not about whether or not you were pretty as you used to. We're neither of us are as pretty as the inventor of the cow, silly. I'm not going to get into a contest. He's setting up, and I would just be dead lost. But fortunately, our opponent didn't see that. He played the rather casual. And bishop f1 is better. Because if knight takes e4, then h5, and knight takes e5. So I chose to go about it this way. And I did not yet see the plan of maneuvering my knight to d5. That one somewhat escaped me. Only because I was worried about bishop to c4 coming after my pawn. All in all, a relatively interesting game. Panov's birthday. Yes, the Panov. I can tell how slow my refresh rate is. And that's very awkward. By the way, if you've not yet listened to the French Bishop Chesscast, I believe that I'm going to have another episode in the bag today. But I don't know that for a fact. We'll be talking about Danny Wrench's YouTube video, Admission of Guilt for Chess.com and their lack of transparency. I'll put the links on YouTube chat as well. And we're going to raid my fellow podcaster,